I believe global mobility will become more and more agile and flexible, and the concentration being on employees' productivity and also their well-being. For example, we are seeing in terms of more and more use of remote workplaces, hybrid workplaces, right, and use of technology as well. So that's where I see more in terms of it becomes more agile and flexible.
And global mobility is a corporate function that enables employees to move from one location in consideration of immigration regulations, tax laws, employment laws, and personal situations. In practice, though, I feel it means simultaneously being consultants, project managers, program managers, facilitators, administrators, legal experts, continuous service, continuous improvement specialists. We are all of the above because behind the scenes, that's what it takes sometimes to successfully manage the complexity of a cross-border relocation.
So when I think of global mobility, I think of getting the right people in the right places at the right time. And ultimately, global mobility should be used as a talent strategy to attract and retain diverse talent. So while mobility professionals definitely are the gatekeepers and coordinate a lot of the logistics and make sure that we're staying compliant with immigration and tax and things like that, we're also a strategic partner. So we basically advise and counsel and educate businesses and come up with creative solutions to help businesses manage and meet their goals. And we also empower employees. And the mobility program is empowering employees to advance their career. You will find that in a lot of global companies, global mobility opportunities is important for employees as it relates to their career advancement and growth.
As global mobility leaders, we are challenged with supporting the business as they expand in different countries, vetting out the risks and the implications of setting up business in those jurisdictions, as well as finding the opportunities to actually second talent from their existing operations in the world to new locations is critical and extremely needed in supporting those business growth and expansion objectives.
I think at the end of the day, mobility, we are not only supporting our employees and their families, but we're also supporting the business. And with that, we must ensure that we are keeping ourselves, our programs, our policies fully up to date, ensure that our programs are competitive. The search for talent is one that can be very difficult, and the mobility function has a way in which we can further the efforts of our talent acquisition teams and of various hiring managers to obtain the best talent based upon the programs and policies that we have set up.
For me, global mobility is about looking at talent management of employees from one location to another. It is part of the talent strategy for a company. Global mobility has logistics, which is relocation, immigration, looking at the compliance, making sure that somebody is legally allowed to go to a country and work there with their families living there. But actually, for me, global mobility is also about the talent management. How do we make sure that we have the right people moving from one location to another, that they're going to be successful in their new location? And as professionals in this field, we have all the resources, the knowledge, and the experience to be able to advise the business on that. And global mobility is including the talent management part, the help with talent acquisition, and of course, the logistics to move somebody from one location to another.
Biggest challenges to intergalactic, I think logistically, how you're going to manage the duty of care for an individual who's going where typical assignee would not have ever gone before. So how are we ensuring that we're providing the right benefits to the individual as well as their family, because it's certainly a higher risk type assignment than just going across to the UK or somewhere like that.
It will be how to maintain the bodies ageless when we are going to have the hibernating into hyperspace.
I think with the intergalactic assignments, I think the biggest challenge might be the aging issue, because of the different timings for the assignments. I think people may find it a little bit challenging for them because they don't want to get old that quickly when they come back to their home country. So I would say the biggest challenge would be aging issue.
Have intergalactic assignments. I think the biggest challenge with that is going to be I reckon it's probably the mental endurance required for the trek to get there, and the cultural change that they'd be faced with, and the nervousness probably with returning and repatriating. I suspect probably a lot of those assignments would be unaccompanied. And so, from a cost perspective, that, we could make some savings there, because I can't imagine it would be too cheap to send intergalactic assignments. But certainly, if my experience with working with some of our deep space people in the organisation I work with is anything to go by, I am definitely up for supporting that. And it looks like a really interesting new frontier to get involved in. So, I'd love to see that. Can't wait for the day.